Know me as 9 with the rhymes. When niggas frontin', so I'm 9 with the 9. The pen biggie, but the spirit is shine. Like word, bitch, the city is mine. Niggas funny, I be seeing the signs. Weed sour, I be rolling the line. Running it up before I run out of time. The magazine make them package your 5 shots. Sent, they attacking your spine. Headshots, niggas blowing your mind. Henny sipping and it's slow in the room. Feel like Neo just resorted to crime. Saturday night, I be making it live.
Boom, what the fuck is good, niggas?
What's fucking popping?
Welcome.
This is Saturday night
show. This is that felt good.
Yeah.
That felt good. I've been waiting to have that moment. Like, I be watching podcasts and niggas be, welcome to the da-da-da. I could tell that shit be feeling amazing.
You got to throw in the Barry White voice.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Saturday night show.
All that. Yeah. All that. Listen, I'm going to be bad on this machine at first, y'all. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But anyway, to get things rolling along, this is a Saturday night show. We're going to talk about a lot of different shit. Honestly, yourself. I am. You know, that was actually the best thing for me to do. I am Namiii, a.k.a. Mr. Saturday Night himself.
Uh-huh.
You know, I'm a 26. I had to fucking guess. 26-year-old rapper from New York. You know, I've been doing it for a little bit. How about you introduce yourself, young man?
Yes, and I am Mr. Think Rich, Mel Lyrix himself. Mr. Tie-Dye. You know, I have a brand, Think Rich _ clothing.
That's a fact.
I'm also an artist on the side when I feel like I want to be.
Yeah, I was gonna let you have that one. I ain't gonna say nothing.
But yeah, man, this is Saturday night show, and I'm your co-host. I'm glad to be here. It's an honor.
Yeah, this is lit.
SFE Productions, you know.
That's a fact. First and foremost, we got to shout out SFE for really just doing all the dirty work we don't want to do. In all honesty,
yeah,
and it's a beautiful thing. This is, you know what? This is the power of making friends over the years.
That's true.
This is it.
That's why you don't burn bridges, man.
This is why you don't do it. But so yeah, to get into our first topic, I don't know about if you've seen this video on the internet, but there's a video that now women can go to bars and order a specific drink, or well, I actually found this out when I was
cold
out.
Drinks, right?
No, it's basically there's no drink. They order the drink in order to let the bartender know.
Like a code, yeah,
like a code. They like to let the bartender know, yo, go get the police.
Right.
It's
shit.
like, I don't remember the
to
exact
it. I
drink.
remember it's like one drink is like, oh, I'm getting there. The
Yeah,
other one
like
was
it's like different levels.
Cut me off. The other one was like, I'm in trouble. Like,
Yeah, type shit.
you know,
And
smart.
right, it's bad fucking smart. And then I also, while I was out, I asked the bartender about, like, not a waitress about it, and asked her if she knew. She said, "Well, we have something at the store. It was at the Grey Dog on University Place. Anybody from New York, you want to have a good breakfast, go to Grey Dog." Yeah, but she told me you can go to the desk and ask if Amber is working, and they will alert the authorities.
Oh wow.
Right? So that got me to thinking. I'm like, you know what? As a guy, I can't think of one safety protocol we have like that. As like not like women organize that as a gender worldwide. Like they just all decided we was doing that. It's like how you ever link up with a girl and she got her location shared with her friend the whole time. Mm-hmm. Me and you I ain't never told you I'm about to go link a joint. Right. Yo, bro, I'm gonna send you my location. Make sure I'm safe. We ain't never did that.
Yeah.
Right? So it got me to thinking, like, are women better than us at making sure each other is good? And if they are, like, what is the reason, right? You know what I mean? Because it's like, our version of looking out is, yo, let me know when you get in, nigga.
Right.
Don't forget.
Text me
when you get home, bro. Yeah. And the worst it'll get if he don't do it is you might black on a nigga. Like, yo, don't do that shit. That's the worst it might get.
Right. Most of us are going to assume that they got home and they just
we go assume because we was drunk too. We go home and go to sleep type shit. We go forget about it ourselves. But I was thinking, like, are we wrong for that? Like, are we bugging?
I kind of feel like it's the way the world is set up, you know? Like, women have to take these type of precautions because there's widows out there,
Yeah,
you know, that you got to, like, actually, you know, live in kind of, like, you know, like, insecurity all day. Like, imagine that.
Word.
Like, we don't get that as men. So imagine living with, a security blanket or precautions just to go to the store or do your laundry at a late hour. That shit is crazy.
I done had women call me 2 a.m. like, yo, stay on the phone with me while I go to the store.
Right.
You ever had that she getting off of work, yo, stay on the phone with me till I get to the train type shit. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm an asshole. So I be in my head like, you know, baby girl, if something do happen to you, I'm just on the phone. I can't do shit.
Yeah, that is true.
The most I can do is call like somebody else. But
call the police. Yeah.
The fact that they even need that much of a security blanket mentally.
Right.
Like, even if this nigga's on the phone, I feel even a tiny bit more safe. Like, just a little bit more. But then I thought, when you, like you said, like, men, we don't have that fear. And then I thought, wait a minute. I remember being young in New York City. You remember the Mermot era.
Okay. We talking about.
So at the same time, they have the risk of being hurt, but we not looking out for each other in the sense that, and I'm being real about. I'm always about black first, but I got to be real about what we do to each other. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact there was a time when you was scared to wear a certain jacket in New York, or you was gonna get severely the shit beat out of you, like early. Like, I watched niggas get their heads knocked off with canes over a jacket.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not comparing. I'm not going to say, oh, and women don't got to go through that, because that's false. I remember women also getting robbed for them same jackets.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and they got stupid shit. Like, you remember being in school, and remember, like, maybe like September, I don't know what day it was, but you remember there'd be a day of the year when mad women wouldn't come to school. Yeah. Because there was, like, blood initiation. They were scared of dead ass getting sliced.
Right.
I remember, like, I would have girlfriends that just wasn't coming today. Like, oh, I'm not going to school. I don't go to school on this day every year. I'm like, what? Like,
Halloween was one of those days.
Yeah, Halloween was
Halloween was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, they used to be putting something in razors and shit, cutting people, you feel me, if you went red. I remember, like, because I was in, like, one of those
and your era was different from mine, too. Crazy, y'all niggas was wild.
Like, I went through, like, the blood, like, real blood, 90s, like, young 2000 era.
By the time I was a teen, niggas wasn't, they was blood or crib, but it was more like lettuce now. Everybody was something, or something. Like,
it got watered down.
It got watered, like, and everybody. If you ask these niggas, it's probably, you know what I'm saying? I got niggas that's gang related, I guess, but I don't know the hierarchy of all of that shit. I don't know what I know what I know, listening to niggas and being around the niggas I know. But from what it seemed like, a lot of them gangs was like subdivisions of Bloods and Crips, and then it kind of broke off into these little individual things.
I think so.
You feel what I'm saying? To the point where I knew niggas that was claiming they was Crip, and I was like, what real Crip do you know, though? Like, who jumped you in? Like, what, you just woke up in middle school and decided you was Crip, nigga? Like, how did that happen? Like,
yeah. I know a lot of people like that. A lot of people that, you know, I don't know if it was like for just security or, you know, just trying to be tough in that era, G-Unit era, you know, everything is about, I feel like, gangs. You had Rough Riders, for me, you had G-Unit, you had the Locks, like.
Niggas just wanted to.
Yeah, you want to be a part of something, so.
In a certain time period, it was life or death, real shit. You grow up in a certain neighborhood and niggas in your building is jacking a gang. You gotta know about it. If you're not in it, you gotta know, because you might get approached. Yo, what you jacking? And then now you sitting there like, I don't know what the fuck y'all niggas talking about.
Exactly.
And that could be it for you, type shit. But to stay on top of that, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think women are better at acknowledging the problems. Mm-hmm. And men, we kind of we work really hard to ignore them.
Yeah. Like,
we know we should be doing shit like that. We know if not something like, I'm sure, I don't know, I can't think of a situation where niggas
masculinity thing, you know?
Right, it's niggas want to be like, I'm good, I don't need that, but then it's like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, there needs to be like a like, if you in the store and you see a nigga you got beef with, right? Most niggas feel too tough to be like, I ain't telling nobody. Right. But you in the store, there's babies and shit like that. That nigga start airing the store out, everybody's in danger. There should be a code you could say to the bodega nigga like, yo, watch this nigga. Like, keep an eye out. Like, yo, matter of fact, I don't want to go outside. Like, you know what I thought of? The junior kid that got stabbed in the store.
Yeah. That's a great example.
Where was, you know what I'm saying, as men, where was our safety protocol for something like that?
Yeah, that kid.
And he got stabbed by mad older niggas, if you see the videos. He was a little ass kid, bro.
16
years old. I don't even remember the facts, because at the time, I don't know if you remember, at that time, that was in the middle of mad other deaths. Like, there was so much shit going on, and For me, I get desensitized to the point where I get tired of reading these stories in the newspaper, especially like R.I.P. Keem. But when it happened to Keem, it was reading a news story. I'm tired of that same shit. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, yo, man, and it's repetitive. It's the same one every time. Like, especially places like Brooklyn. Yo, if you just type in NYC shooting on any random day, I promise you will find a shooting within 6 hours of typing that in Brooklyn. Yeah. I promise. I've done it. I'm like, yo, what the
Bronx is loose.
It's like, yo, every morning you wake up, 2 men shot dead. And it's regular now. Mm-hmm. And that's the bullshit. But it's like,
and it's not until it's somebody in your circle, you feel me?
Right.
Now we like, you know, not acknowledge it, but like.
No, it is acknowledge it though. Think about it. Truthfully, that's what it is. Cause I'm a rapper and I'm not gonna sit here and lie like niggas glorify that shit.
Right.
And niggas can't be two-faced about it. Niggas can't say, oh, like now mind you, I don't rap about bodying niggas all of that, but I rap about being around that shit,
right?
And being capable of defending myself at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But we do glorify this type of shit to a certain extent, and we have to get to a point where it's like we don't want to protect each other. We want to kind of be protected from each other. Yeah. Whereas women, really, if you want to think about it, the problem is men, in that they feel like we need to protect ourselves further than them because they can't do it, right. And that's really what hit me when I seen that shit. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Like,
and a lot of them don't feel protected. A lot of times, you know.
Word.
A lot of them don't feel protected within their own circle. Like making sure they get home safe. Like everybody just, you know, when you go out, get shit faced. Everybody go their own ways. At the end of the night, it's like, yo,
word. I didn't definitely remember going home mad drunk, Dolly, on the train. Like I do this all the time. Then it's like the amount of things that could have happened. I could have tripped and just fell in the train track. That would have been it. Boom.
I got stories for days, that type of shit.
Yo.
Being too lit.
Nigga,
trying to walk home.
You ever fell asleep on the train, woke up at the end of the train line?
Nigga, you ever fell asleep in somebody else's projects?
Yeah, you told me that stuff.
On the floor, nigga?
What the fuck, bro? You and Shaq got a wild story like that. Y'all niggas just fell asleep outside. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's when you
crazy. Out of your body is just like,
your shit said, fuck out of here, it's over.
I don't care what plans you got tonight, nigga.
Nah, I do remember you telling me that, and that was some wild shit.
I think I fucking tripped. Stayed on the floor, nigga. Somebody told me the next day. I didn't even remember, bro. Somebody came up to me and was like, yo, what's good? You good from last night? And I'm like, what you talking about? I looked at the nigga like, huh? Like, he's like, bro, you don't remember? I'm like, what? He like, yo, last night, nigga, you was so lit. You was in my projects on the floor, nigga. I went to go pick you up, and you try to pop it on niggas. I woke up on some shit, bro. Like, what the fuck?
You woke up on time.
Niggas had to calm me down. Niggas say he gave me water, fed me, all of that, bro.
Oh, my Lord.
But that could have been that's because somebody that they knew me. They knew of me, like, because.
But luckily, you was in a project where there was a nigga you knew. You know what I'm saying? These women be going to bars.
Minus that one nigga and the rest of them niggas found me. Who knows?
You got up, you popped it on the niggas. They'd be like, oh, what the fuck? Pull some shit out on you. You never know. Like,
you're right.
That's the thing, man. Like, and not to segue into the next topic, but like you said, a lot of black women don't feel protected, and that's because, truth be told, we don't. And to talk about our next topic, we got to do it. We gonna go into this Tory shit. I'm gonna be real because that's my real opinion on some. Yeah, definitely. Because at the end of the look, here's my number one problem with the way Tory handled this, and this speaks to us not protecting black women. Right. Because Megan got shot, and I watched the internet make up every theory in the world to say that he didn't do it. That was the first time I watched the internet go out of their way to make a black man innocent.
Yeah.
I never seen that before, bro.
That is true.
They went out of their way. He wasn't saying anything. He didn't give nobody, because remember, before he dropped his album, there was no statement.
Right.
He didn't say nothing. And for a month, he did not say nothing. And to people, it was like, well, illegally, he can't say nothing. Here's my perspective. We all know that they was involved, him and Meg, right?
Yeah.
So let's just put it in another perspective, like in another light. Like, if you go out with the joint, that might not be your girl, but you are hitting that on a regular basis. Right. If you a real nigga, any girl you're fucking on a regular basis, you protect at the end of the day, right? So even if Tory didn't do it, how the fuck does your shorty get shot with your gun in your car?
Was it his gun, though?
It was his gun. Right or wrong? Am I bugging? It's his grip.
Word.
It was his gun. That's the whole reason he was facing charges, because it was really gun possession. Mm-hmm. So, boom, it was your gun. This is your whip. What are you, like, one of, like, 3 guys there?
Security.
2. So it's him and another dude. Mm-hmm. So there's only 2 men here.
Right.
How the fuck does how does your girl get shot? How does one of the biggest rap stars in the world get shot in the foot? And everybody there is like, I don't know what the fuck happened. I know I didn't do it.
That goes into the culture, though.
We don't want to protect her. We want to sit here and act like, oh, we don't want to believe Tory did that.
Like,
that's
no
what it is.
Shit.
Yeah, that too, because everybody in that car know who the fuck shot her. Right. Niggas just walking around. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on. That's crazy, because this is where I want to start to believe Meg. This is where I want to start to believe Meg. Because if I got shot in my foot and I'm supposedly walking away, you gonna tell me by the time I turn around, the gun is on the floor and we don't know who the fuck just had it in their hand?
Right.
That's what you telling me? That she turned around and the so-called shooter, poof, Van Moose right there. And everybody was sitting like, what the fuck? That's what happened?
You're right.
There's no way that's what happened, bro. So even if you ain't do it, you ain't come forward like a man and say something. It wasn't about whether you did it or not to me, because that is still to be determined. Mm-hmm. Right. But at the end of the day, the facts are the girl you was in relations with got shot, and your first statement was a motherfucking album. Bro.
Yeah.
If that is not the most disrespectful shit to a black woman I've ever seen live in culture, that was the craziest shit ever. Yeah. Because if that was my sister and somebody shot her and he didn't say nothing, and then this nigga dropped the album talking about how he didn't do it?
Yeah. And
that's your response?
I think you know what it was? He's not trying to get implemented for any crimes. If he says it in an interview.
I'm glad you said that.
Or if he said so it's a song, he could tiptoe around it. You feel me?
Can he though? Because they've been using the shit you say in songs in court. I remember not even long ago when I first started rapping, I could dead ass pull this shit up. I did an article with Ebro, was on the same article, and he was talking about that. And he was talking about how is it fair that they get to use music in court. And my thing is that if they can look through your motherfucking money and see everything you spent from the duration of a time, why the fuck they can't go on your YouTube, nigga? How does that not fair?
True. It's public.
How?
It's public, to the, you know.
It's public. You want everybody to see it. You want to be a millionaire. You want 1 billion views. Guess what? That includes the police sometimes. They watch YouTube, nigga. They have regular lives.
Nigga, we got hip-hop police in New York.
Right. But even then, if a rapper gets into a case, if I'm a detective, I'm just being real. If you a detective and you got to start investigating a nigga, and he's a rapper, one of the first things you would do is go look at his videos.
Yeah, he gonna tell on himself.
He gonna tell on himself, because that's what niggas do.
Yeah.
So to me, it was like, the nigga, you could have handled it like, okay, unfortunately she got shot. It was not me, but I'm doing everything I can to find out who did it. I will cooperate in any investigation to find out who did it. Mm-hmm. It was never that. It was always like, I ain't do it, man, and I ain't going to jail. Fuck y'all niggas talking about. Like, this nigga's really booing niggas because he's not booked.
He did pay that
But what's the crime, nigga? You shot. It's a black girl that got shot, bro.
Yeah, it is.
And Megan, it's like, she's sitting here telling niggas, like, he shot me. Like, she not even, there's no conjecture. She's like, yo, the nigga shot me. And we all just like, yeah, but I mean, he could have did it. Like, what?
Yeah. Honestly, me.
But switch the genders around.
Yeah.
If Tory would have got shot, not a nigga in this room would have denied Megan Thee Stallion shot that nigga right in his motherfucking foot. We'd have all been like, yeah, she did it.
That is true.
We'd have been like, she did it. Come on now. L, stop lying, bro. You lying, bro. Come on, man.
SIMP and shit, you know.
Innocent until proven guilty.
That's never been true. Innocent until proven guilty is bullshit. You know why?
Not when you black.
You know why?
Bullshit to everybody else. I'll tell you first.
I'm going to tell you who taught me. I'm going to tell you, the deceased, Robert Kelly. That's who taught me that innocent until proven guilty was never a real thing. This motherfucker, I'm not gonna lie, and niggas could be pro whatever they are now. You could be politically correct now, but if you're a 90s baby, you've seen the R. Kelly video. Don't lie. You watched it.
Niggas definitely seen that on LimeWire.
LimeWire. The shit was on fucking all type of porn websites when we was little.
That's crazy.
So let's be real here.
But she's underage.
She was underage and we all watched it. Yeah. This motherfucker dead ass walked, bro.
He was underage, if anything.
I was little as hell watching that video, nigga.
Young too.
I had just discovered porn like 3 years before that. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we watched this nigga piss on a little girl, and we all stepped in the name of love like a year later. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. We gotta be real, bro. We got a culture of not protecting black women. It's the truth.
First, before that, it was when it was Aaliyah.
Son, this nigga was in the back and forth video talking, let me see you go back. This nigga's like 27.
Bro, she was 15,
I'm like, what 16, the fuck is going on here? Like,
grown-ass man. And niggas seen that. Her parents seen that. You gotta question the parents.
You gotta convict the motherfucking parents. I'm not questioning nothing. You niggas need to be in jail.
Yeah, a lot of people should have been right in there with him. Security guards, all of these tour managers.
All of that shit.
Should have been right in there.
Come on, man. Like, that's crazy. Like, to me, if what they're saying in court is true about R. Kelly, it takes a team to be that elite at being a motherfucking pedophile.
Yeah, they knew.
You don't do that on your own.
You seen it in the interviews,
right?
Talking about it, you know.
It's the culture. When it seems that sometimes when it's a black woman, we wanna now consider all possibilities.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, if there was a white suspect that shot Tupac, none of us would debate. Yeah, that nigga did it. I know he did it. You feel what I'm saying? But had it have been Lil' Kim, we'd have been like, well, we don't know Lil' Kim rules. She probably told that nigga something. Da-da-da. We'd have made up all types of... Rihanna got smoked, bro. And we was all sitting here wondering, well, what did she say in the car to that man?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
That's wild.
The fact that you want to know what the...
Bro, he bit her.
Yeah.
And we sitting here like, well, she had to say some crazy... Yo, we made jokes like, she said that he can't dance. Yeah. So now we gonna turn this into a joke. Yeah. That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. That's why I mean, the shit with Tory, don't get me wrong, is one of the most talented musicians I've ever seen in my life. If I'm being real. If you want to talk about a nigga that can rap at a high level and sing at a high level, Tory Lanez is in a class that is very few. Right? But when I admit that, there's no problem in saying that out loud because Tory Lanez hasn't been convicted. You feel what I'm saying? But if I tell niggas, yo, R. Kelly's still the greatest R&B artist of all time, it's like, whoa, you're wildin'. We canceled that nigga. We canceled him for violating a black woman. I'm not saying we need to cancel Tory Lanez. I'm saying we need to look at what the fuck we doing then as a culture. What are we doing? Are we going to start protecting them, or are we just going to keep making up excuses for niggas when they get in these situations? Regardless of if Tory Lanez did not shoot her, it was you and somebody in y'all security. How the fuck nobody? Oh, we don't know what happened. It wasn't me. Yeah, niggas know, bro. And that's the bullshit, bro. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, and you know me, I'm naturally like a conspiracy theorist at times. Like, you know, like I like to like look at
times.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Honestly, because shit niggas be conspiring to do.
That's gonna be the hottest topic on this podcast. Is this nigga's conspiracy theories?
Oh yeah.
Them shits, because man. You know what it is? I could argue with you when you make conspiracy theories. Them shits is well thought out.
Right.
Some niggas just be...
Yeah, saying any fuck shit.
Anything.
And I'm not going to come without some type of facts, you feel me? I'm not going, you know? So I'm always have some type of facts or open mind at least. You know, I might come from the basis of things and then come to a conclusion.
And I know that's why you do it, because you keep an open mind on shit like that. Like,
so like, I'm not fucking let down later on.
Because you had a one-track mind.
Right. Like, I'm not saying a nigga didn't do it or do it. Like,
yeah, that's my whole approach to
I'm
that
just
situation.
Like, let's see. I want to see when it goes to trial how this shit plays out. Because at the end of the day, when you shoot somebody, you should be in jail.
Facts.
The fact that he had bail, the fact that he was able to be out here, he's not even from America, nigga. You feel me? So you got to think about that. Like, is it that serious? If it was that serious, or if it was what they saying it was, because we listening to what Megan and Tory is saying. We not listening to what the police is saying. Like, the police ain't even
said much enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I feel like all publicity is good publicity, and I feel like both of them is winning off of this shit and coming up off of this shit.
Niggas on Facebook can't hear nothing.
Word?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry, y'all.
Damn, my fault.
But you'll hear it when it comes out, nigga. You niggas be all right.
How they can't hear nothing, though?
I don't know. That's wild. Yeah. But, yeah, that...
It's a tough situation. You know?
It is, though.
It is.
And I don't deny the pressure that's on him either, but I wonder, like, nigga, what about the pressure that's on her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. She got to just go on and act like she ain't get shot by somebody? Like,
yeah, that's nuts. But, yeah, it's a tough situation, and I just want to see the outcome about it. Like, you know, what's going to happen. If he did do it, I mean, of course, like, he's done. You feel me? Like, if you get found
guilty of this shit, word. That's the thing, because if you didn't do it and still end up found guilty, niggas is not going to want to hear nothing.
Yeah, you're done.
But then again, niggas do surprise me sometimes.
Yeah, the world is...
I watched the United States of America elect Donald Trump as president.
Yeah, so anything is possible.
That shit is crazy. I know that nigga has not been president no more for a while. I still be in my head like, yo, how the fuck did we really do that?
I agree.
And was like, yo, like, and this nigga had, like, rallies and shit. And people was really there, like, outside, like, black people. Yo, bro. That was the most irritating thing about them 4 years. Is black Trump supporters, that is the most irritating shit ever.
Latinos, too.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, bro, as a Kanye fan,
yeah,
Donald Trump presidency was probably the worst 4 years of my life.
It had to be. I was on your ass.
Yeah, you
every time. Every situation.
To the point I started telling you, yo, fuck that nigga, man.
Yeah, you was.
After a while, I was like, fuck him. I don't care. I don't care no more.
Definitely was.
Because it was never, like, with Ye, to me, I always told you, I don't think there's a new Ye. I don't think there's an old Kanye. I think our growth as people has changed our lens of Kanye West. Kanye West has been the same person to me this whole time. It's when you look at it like this, when he did the Taylor Swift incident, we disagreed with the action, so it was automatically Kanye was crazy. Mm-hmm. Every person that likes music was listening to him and was like, he actually was 100% correct, though.
Yeah. A lot of people agree with him.
And then you give the exact opposite example, the shit with Mike Myers.
Right.
And the niggas like, George Bush don't like black people.
Right.
We all agreed with him, so he's a genius, he's a visionary, this nigga, he's outspoken. Yeah, because we agreed this time.
Right.
I was always in the back of my head with Kanye, like, you know, you do be saying some bullshit sometimes, like, but that's always been him. Like, he's never not. Kanye, for some reason, is one of them niggas. He's like a child in the sense that once he figures out niggas don't want him to do something, he like gets like this weird fucked up urge to do it on the biggest level possible. Like, oh, you don't want me to do it? I bet. You know what? I'm gonna fucking do it on a million, nigga. I don't give a fuck now. It's like, yo, what is wrong? What is wrong with you? Like, when he said the shit, slavery was a choice. You feel what I'm saying?
Kept trying to.
That to me was the peak of Kanye's bullshit. That's when I was like, this nigga has fully lost his mind. That was it. All the way, and I'm not even counting when the nigga was crying about abortion. I was losing it in the house. Like, what in the fuck is going on with this nigga? But when the slavery was a choice thing, was one, I knew it was a recipe for disaster when the shit said Kanye West is doing an interview at TMZ.
Crazy.
I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
And you supposedly hate these guys.
This is TMZ. Who likes TMZ? Yeah, why would you go there?
Yeah.
What are you doing? See, this is the difference between him and Drake. Drake learns from other niggas' mistakes and don't do stupid shit.
He don't even put himself to be involved.
He don't even give. You know why? You know why Drake ain't never said no stupid shit on an interview? Drake don't do interviews.
Yeah.
That's how you eliminate that.
That's a fact.
I don't do them, and if I'm gonna do them, I'm gonna do it with Zane Lowe in my studio in Toronto, and I'm gonna sit here with some weird ass, like a glass of wine. Or if I do an interview, I'm gonna be sitting next to like LeBron or some shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be in a space where I can't really fuck this up.
People in your best interest.
Exactly.
Not people that's gonna be putting you out there.
Your man Kanye, you find out a publication said some crazy shit about him, and now like you want to go talk to them. What the fuck are you doing? When he went to TMZ, I knew, I was like, first of all, you are dead ass walking into the Lions Den. They're going to set you up to say the stupidest shit you ever said in your life. I knew it. Yeah. Then I seen the clip, and I was like, man, this is the problem with not thinking out your statements when you go to interviews and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Because in a sense, what he was trying to say was what he said was a headline to something he could have explained. Yeah. Yeah. You could have explained it in detail. You could have told niggas, right, listen, we as a people wasn't in the mental state that we are now. We could have dead ass changed things earlier with our thinking now. In hindsight being 2020, right. You know what I'm saying? He was basically making a theory. Mm-hmm. But you made a theory live on TMZ like a fucking asshole. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? I was like, yo, this nigga is bro. He's wild. Yeah, he's the wildest nigga I've ever seen, man. Like, yeah.
Then he says he's bipolar, right?
Duh.
Or is that like fake diagnosis shit?
I think that is a late late registration. That shit is late. That nigga has been. You see, that light went off because it was a fact. That shit is late. He been bipolar. Why are we acting like Kanye wasn't bipolar in College Dropout? That's true. You was bipolar then, nigga. Yeah. I was looking at him like, what the fuck? You just discovered you was bipolar? I thought you was already taking meds for that, nigga.
His raps is bipolar, though.
Bro.
It's like, you know, one day I want to save the world. The next day is, bitch, beats her ass and fuck my shirt up. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying, like bro.
You know?
Like, every album, Kanye already has lines that you should have been like, what the fuck? Wait, what? Yeah. That's my favorite rapper ever, bro. I'm just being real. That nigga is crazy as hell. It's like Albert Einstein was considered a genius, but also married his niece. Yeah. Why they don't tell us about that in school? That's true. That nigga married his niece. Yeah. And every if you think science, you see this old crusty motherfucker immediately in your head. Every science hall or whatever got that nigga face there first. It's yo.
Yeah, you look through history, you be looking at some of your idols like, what?
Oh yeah, that shit hurt my feelings.
What the fuck?
That shit hurt my feelings.
A lot of fuck shit.
A lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was the next? What was you talking about next?
I feel like since we talking about this nigga, yeah, we do gotta talk about Donda and CLB.
That's a fact.
And I gotta hear which one you think is that ass better. Because I'm obviously going to say Donda's better. I thought Donda was better, though. And I can explain why. I don't think either album was bad. I think us comparing the albums are making us kind of downgrade both albums in our minds. Right. Because we want to compare them, truthfully. But I'm not one of those people, like them rap hippies that be like, oh, we don't need to compare rappers. Let's just all enjoy. I hate when people say shit like that. Like, shut up. You have to. Shut up. That's weird, bro. Like,
that's when you determine what's great.
Yeah, like, but it's at the end of the day.
That's what we always have done.
You can do that in other things. This is hip hop, dogs. Let's not forget. We talking about two rappers, and at the end of the day, this shit started out competitive. Mm-hmm. So don't start pulling this weird ass card of everybody love everybody all of a sudden. Like, listen, nobody's saying that either one of these dudes are bad people. We just comparing bodies of work they made. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, to me. But to me, like, I gotta hear what you think. Which one was better?
I listened to both, and I honestly gotta say, I think Donda's better. Because like I think it's because of where you at in your life type of music. You feel me? Like, yeah, Drake. I've heard Drake. I have heard that version of Drake 1,000 times.
That's my number one theory on Drake's album. I feel like what Drake to me is starting to sound unmotivated.
Yeah, he's safe.
Yeah, like he's starting to sound like. Yeah, I remember I forgot who said it. I seen it online. A nigga said this album sounds like somebody doing their best Drake impression.
Right.
This did feel like a Drake mashup of all of Drake's styles ever in one album, and it was kind of random. It didn't feel like, I'm telling you, I'm listening to the album, bro. By the time I got to know friends in the industry, that was the first song I found myself like really bumping my head. The rest of it, I was kind of like wondering where it was going. Like, where's he taking this album? Because it started out strong. I thought that shit with him and Travis is fire, and that's growing on me more than anything. I do think Way Too Sexy.
One of my favorite songs.
I think Way Too Sexy is Drake's worst song ever. I'm not gonna hold you. That is the most
like,
horrible song I've ever heard.
It's
in my
like
life.
It's like
The beat is crazy too. That's what's weird. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't.
What's
bob
the shit
my
he
head.
did in between quarantine in the crib?
The Dark Demon demo tape shit.
Nah, the shit that went viral.
That Tootsie Slide shit.
Tootsie Slide. That's that.
Yeah. Tootsie Slide pissed me the fuck
That's
off.
that.
Bro.
That's one of those Drake songs. Like,
Tootsie Slide had me
gonna
mad.
hit. It's commercial as fuck. It's pop as fuck. I'm gonna put a big budget behind it, and it's current. You know, like
what was
summer shit? You know,
it was calm. Like, I could understand you in the crib quarantine and you bored. Fuck it. Shoot a little video. I'm gonna make some goofy shit.
Yeah,
I do respect it. I do
great
respect
marketing.
you being at that level,
Great
and you
marketing.
could do shit like that.
Yeah,
That's why I respect the move.
Mm-hmm.
I don't respect that as Drake, you are still having the tendency to put out these mid-ass songs. Yeah. And motherfuckers is calling you the greatest every 5 seconds.
I don't like that either.
That's what pisses me off. Like, yo, yes, you are, hands down in the past 10 years, the most successful rapper alive. You may be, artistically, you could argue you've put out the best music.
Right. Bodies.
But we can all sit here and name some shit, some Drake shit where we was like, it was all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's rap. Like, every rapper's gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
But with Drake, it felt like to the point where you giving us too much. Like, it's like you not like no friends in the industry. Maybe I'm being biased because I wanted to hear Drake rap.
Right.
I was like, yo, you've given us mad singing, bro. A lot of it. Like,
Yeah.
and I like him better when he's rapping. All of his features lately, he was spitting, and I feel like that's my favorite Drake when Drake want to rap.
Yeah.
Not to say that the singing Drake is trash or nothing, because he has them shits be fire.
Mm-hmm.
But it's some of them is like lullabies after a while. It's just mad slow singing, and you put a filter on the beat,
For
and
ladies.
it's a 90s sample, and
Lullabies for the ladies, man.
all of that shit in the back, and we just all vibing, and then you halfway through the song, you like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, it's just like
Drake shit, personal shit too.
it'd be like,
And the
yeah, I
niggas
used to
be
meet
like,
you on something road, and be like, we don't know where that's at, bro. Like, I don't relate. Like, you feel me? And that's cool because Drake has hit that super rich nigga level where half the shit he say we don't relate to, bro.
Right.
He just saying shit because he just, you know what I'm saying? But when Drake wants to really make songs about how he's feeling and his emotions, it's a lot better.
Right.
This nigga's word. But yeah, I agree. I thought Donda was better.
Yeah. I feel like Donda was like a moment in time. Like, you're gonna look back at this and you're gonna be like, yo, that album like spoke to me more. Like, you know, from like a personal stand, going through shit. You know, not that it's like, you know, gossipful.
Yeah.
But that shit be hitting though.
Nah,
you feel me? Like, especially
he somehow found a way to make gospel wavy in hip hop, and
Yeah.
niggas want to ignore it. Like, it's like, I don't like the gospel shit. It's like, yo, bro, do you understand this motherfucker is
doing
charting
it.
in hip hop with gospel songs, bro?
Yeah, he's definitely doing it.
Like, he's officially proven as an artist in this rap shit. There's nobody to touch him, bro. The shit he's done to where he can literally, in the middle of whatever the fuck we're doing musically, can shift the whole genre and say, you know what, we gonna change this. Like, I watched him do it back to back, like mad times, like
Generational.
808s. Nigga, the radio still sounds like 808s and Heartbreak today.
That's true.
Today, like Yeezus, it was hey, Yeezus, this shit trash. Like a year later, everybody's song sounded like it should have been on Yeezus, bro.
Yeah, that's facts.
Like, this nigga, he can dead ass do that, and I'm on the fence on whether Donda is that. I don't know. Because I feel like
it's too early to tell.
yeah, I feel like it's too early to tell if Donda's gonna really change anything. I do feel like it's a good.
I feel like it's gonna change things the way you present your music, though.
I think
The way he did it with the whole
the rollout was legendary.
Come on now,
That
was different.
That
Having
nigga,
crowds, different
Yeah,
cities, and then you changing up the music in In
the middle, yo, bro, you're streaming yourself working on the album in a fucking stadium. Like,
Crazy.
Like the shit Kanye, the stories we gonna be able to tell our kids about Kanye West are gonna sound like superhero shit, bro. Like, we're gonna be like, yo, this motherfucker streamed himself working on an album. And in that same stadium he was streaming in, was doing the motherfucking listening parties in the stadium with the stadium packed full of niggas.
Yeah.
This nigga got Kim Kardashian rolling up in wedding dresses. This nigga got Marilyn Manson and the baby outside of some old fucked up looking house. This nigga's doing all type of shit, bro. Yeah. He somehow got the best Fabio foreign verse ever.
Ever.
This is another thing this nigga continuously does with music. I can name mad niggas where they got on a Kanye song and from then they were on a different motherfucking level.
I feel like you can't come with no mediocre verses,
bro,
man.
I'm listening to that shit like, I literally got finished done with the song like, yo, I don't think I've ever heard Favi rap like that in my life. Nah. Like, up to this point, he's never spit like that.
He be playing a lot.
This was like, yo.
On the verse. A lot of A. Like, you feel me? A lot of space between the words, a lot of space in his verses.
I feel like
shit,
what
it was
this.
like every
ball,
bro,
he was just coming in like.
He has been through some shit, too, lately. He got getting locked up.
And that's the thing. Outs, you know? I think Ye caught him at the perfect time in his life and was like, yo, like, this nigga is, like, he probably was in the studio looking at Kanye like, nigga, this nigga is the energy I need right now.
Yeah.
Like, he's really on some other shit. Like,
so why he ain't need Soulja Boy's energy, though?
Soulja Boy's trash, and we need to accept that shit. I think Soulja Boy needs to accept that shit. Like, in my opinion, bro, just as a rapper, if I send a nigga 2 features and he don't put them on 2 albums straight.
Oh, yeah, he did the other album like that?
He said, it's the second time you did me like that, nigga. And I'm in my head like,
well,
first of all, you sent him another feature after he did you like that the first time?
Word. Yeah, it must have been some years apart because you know Soulja don't forget shit.
Bro, and let's be 100% real. Donda did not need Soulja Boy.
Nah, especially the verse that I heard that he was putting out, it don't even fit the fucking album, bro.
What the I didn't even hear it.
He was just spitting, you know, he do the punch in shit now, so it's like he's just coming up the top basically off his head.
He's trash.
And I don't know, bro.
That meant no, bro.
Because he still has a crowd, bro. You can't be trash.
He has a crowd. Listen. Here's my thing with Soulja Boy. You know why he still has a crowd? For the same reason Lil Bow Wow has a crowd. And that's not a bad thing.
Bow Wow the crowd not as strong as his, bro.
I don't know. I'm going to say it like this. Bow Wow is not as annoying.
What?
That's one. No, he's not as annoying as Soulja Boy.
Bro.
He's not.
The whole fake shits,
bro. That's weird.
What is that?
But at the end of the day, Soulja Boy be out here telling us shit we don't even care about. Like, I was the first rapper with a slide in my backyard. That's what the fuck are you talking about?
He's trolling up to this point. But
he's been a troll forever, bro.
A lot of the first times he was right, though. He was bringing up shit, and then niggas started giving him his respect. Like, oh, you know what? You actually all right. Like, you did.
Nah, but that's Soulja Boy as a person. That's a different thing. You grow as a person. He's probably a good dude. Yeah. I'm talking about musically, this nigga's been ass forever, bro. Like, and it's not even like, the thing is, though, at that in the same stance I could say that, I will say this. Soulja Boy does have a legendary spot in rap.
Right.
He does. And that's why he has that crowd. Because that crowd will never forget Crank That. They will never forget that shit. They remember where they was, the shit they wore that day, everything. Yeah. So he has that nostalgia. That shit is real with Soulja Boy. I remember Soulja Boy blowing the fuck up. That shit was crazy, bro. He really did usher in the YouTube rapper. You did do that.
Ringtones, all of that.
But, bro, what is the fire Soulja Boy verse you ever heard in your life?
The most fire Soulja Boy verse?
I can tell you the most fire song he ever made is Kiss Me Through the Phone. That was a legit great song. I'm going to give him that to the day I die, as much as I really do hate him musically. That nigga, Kiss Me Through the Phone, is an excellent song. It's a classic. Mm-hmm. You feel me? But we not going to sit here and act like Turn My Swag On is legendary. That shit is ass, bro. Don't nobody want to hear Marco Polo no more, nigga. They don't. You're weird, L. You really gonna sit here and listen to that?
Niggas is out here listening.
All right, listen, man. If that's the case, bro, I gotta speak for myself. Then that nigga Soulja Boy,
Ricky Morty song, nigga, that he made 20 M's off of.
That's
by
the
mistake.
Thing. Are we at that point now where if you make money off of this valid, Jake Paul is making money beating up old niggas, man?
You're right.
And we gonna say he's a fighter? No. Ain't none of us being like, he the best boxer out here. I mean, come on, who getting paid like him? Yeah. Ain't nobody saying that shit because we like, yeah, all right, that nigga step in the ring with a real nigga, he gonna get his ass knocked out. That's what happened with Soulja Boy. You sent the verse to a nigga that can actually rap a little bit, and that nigga was like, nah, this don't fit on my album. And even then, why are you so offended that you didn't get on a Kanye album? Why is, if you are this nigga, if you are so, like, you're Soulja Boy, fuck Kanye then.
Yeah.
Why are you so mad? I seen a nigga, I'm gonna diss you to the day I die. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? You gonna diss the nigga over here talking about Jesus and shit?
Right.
You gonna be dissing the gospel rapper for the next 10 years? Like a weirdo, bro.
He always wanted smoke with that nigga, though.
So I'm saying he's weird.
Wow.
He's weird. He wants smoke with everybody. How many boxing matches are you gonna not do?
Yeah, he's supposed to fight a lot of niggas.
Chris Brown was gonna beat the shit out you.
Of course.
You ain't want them hands.
Nah, he don't want that. It's too much.
I'm not understand, like, you know, like Soulja Boy, yeah, is a legend, bro. I gotta give him that. I hate to say it, I do, because I really feel like that's fucked up that niggas like this is really legends. It's crazy, but it's true. Soulja Boy is. But at the end of the day, like I said, he's a legend the same way Bow Wow is a legend. We would never put Bow Wow or Soulja Boy in any top 20 nothing.
Yeah.
Right? But we will all consider that rap now is the certain way it is, and them niggas are a part of that. You can say what you want about Bow Wow. For like 2-3 years, we watched a 9-10-year-old rapper shut the fucking charts down. Say what you want to say. Bounce With Me is my shit. All of that. That niggas run. Beware the dog. All of that. You can say what you want, bro. I was a young light-skinned nigga at the time, man. It was hard for niggas like me because I ain't have braids. R.I.P. Latrell had braids. All the bitches thought he was Bow Wow, bro.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It was unfair. Soulja Boy never did that.
Yeah.
You never had niggas like, oh, this nigga t-shirt bigger than mine, man. He look like Soulja Boy. He getting all the hoes. Nigga ain't never said that, bro. Soulja Boy, yo, bro. He single-handedly made Bape non-fly. Like, I've never seen him.
Yo.
He's one of the only niggas to make Bape look weird. Think
He
about
was
it.
the first nigga to wear him, baby.
And it looked weird. I did not want them nasty shits on his feet. Them shits looked stink, nigga. Bape didn't
probably
become
thought
fly until Pharrell and Kanye started really flexing it.
It was bootleg, though.
See what I'm
back at
saying?
the time.
Them shits was, look,
like
you
to
remember
fake
looking
ups,
at them
though.
shits like, yeah, they
don't
like
fake
fake ups. And he,
How they got away with that shit, matter of fact?
who? Yeah, you know?
Bapes, how they get away with doing the model and all of that?
I mean, because if you really think about ups, it's really a regular sneaker. It's all about the logo that really changes that sneaker. It's just a regular sneaker. So, I mean, you can clearly just not put the check. And I think they kind of used that because they knew it looked like,
Right.
so niggas is going to be able to, like, kind of, I don't know. They shit now is way flyer, like, compared
King
to.
Card, nigga. Not King Card, Cool Car. He got the ones. You know the one to do that, make the ones.
Oh, he makes ones?
Yeah.
I've never seen this thing. Word.
Yeah, Cool Car, look him up. He make like his own ones, versions of ones. And they was like trying to stop him, matter of fact. Like they was trying to patent the one model.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Damn.
But yeah. So,
So, I mean, like, you know, the nigga's a legend, but he a weirdo. That whole shit, that nigga Kanye didn't need that on that album, man. He didn't need that, bro. He need no Soulja Boy. Feel me? Like,
Yeah.
like how you have a song like the shit with him in The Weeknd, and then you gonna throw Soulja Boy on the track after that?
they don't fit.
That don't fit. You know, like, you know, maybe on a single. I don't even. What does a song with them two sound like?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Soulja Boy on ad libs, and let's do it like that.
Right.
Like Kanye
Could have
do
did
the
on
rap.
some nigga we made this shit with Drake. He could have did that.
I mean, you kept it real minimal with him. Or
Yeah, put him on a nigga. We
you
made
ain't let
it.
him
That's
say
what he
much of
said.
shit. Word. You like, listen, nigga, we made it. That's it. No, don't start spitting. Come on out. Drake's gonna take care of the rest.
Yeah, you feel me? He could do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
But
I feel like
something.
we've all been aware that man's bars is suspect as fuck. We all know that. And I guess in 2021 we don't care no more, right? Bars don't mean nothing.
I guess.
It's fucking crazy. But you know what? Speaking, since we on music, bars is back, nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga Kendrick is back, nigga. And
Yeah,
I want.
That's my guy.
We could talk about
Honestly.
Donda and CLB all we
Yeah.
want, but when that nigga album drop, it's over for everything.
That's a
Because
fact.
I'm not gonna lie, the rappers have dropped the ball this year, album wise. Tyler the Creator, and as much as I didn't really like the album, J. Cole probably got the two best albums this year.
Yeah.
I thought J. Cole album was, for what the weight was and what he made, the anticipation for that album, I thought it would be a little better than that.
Hold on. Did you actually hear King's Disease, though?
I haven't yet.
You have to hear
The
those.
second one, right?
Did you hear the first one?
Yeah, I did hit the first one. I love the first one.
Grammy.
Yeah, nah, it's
You gotta hear that
Nas, bro.
second one, bro. Second
Yo,
one
Nas,
is cool.
Nas's second win in his career is crazy.
Yeah.
Like after Life is Good, he came back like a way different rapper.
Yeah, bro.
Like and I thought that album is one of his best albums. Like to me, I be arguing niggas on the block all the time. I think his second album is really his best album. I think It Was Written is the hardest Nas album ever. I don't even think Illmatic is really like in his top 3-4 albums. I think it's good. I think it is what it is. That's one of them albums you had to be there. Yeah, and I've talked to enough older niggas to know that. Like, you had to be there for Illmatic to understand why that shit is fire. But when you listen to it in retrospect, It Was Written is the way better album. Like, his sophomore album is fucking wild. He came back way better on his second joint. Like, he was way more polished. The songs were so much. That shit is like, I Gave You Power is on that. The Message. Like, that nigga had elevated on his second album. I'm like, nah, It Was Written is crazy. That's because it's top to bottom.
How about Stillmatic, though?
Stillmatic is
legendary.
On there? Stillmatic, yeah.
That shit is. That
Got Yourself
crazy,
a Gun
bro.
is really the song on that album to me. That's that
first
shit.
The AC/DC shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He got but his other albums to me, he got gems in them.
Right.
But they all like, what was it? The Nigga album, I think it was.
Oh nigga.
The shit with I Carry the Cross. Virgin Mary had an abortion or something. The Cross, that whatever album that was on, that I remember listening to that song like, damn, this is one of Nas's hardest songs. Like, and nobody really talk about this song. Like, and that's the thing, but like, that's like when you have like the top 5 debate. Right. I kind of question if Nas is in my top 5. Most people like I had a lot of people that asked about it on the blog, especially. A lot of niggas think Nas the GOAT.
Yeah, there was a time where I used to think Nas was the GOAT. Before
I think calling anybody but Jay-Z is the GOAT is a bit blasphemous at this point.
I think that was before I had my appreciation for Jay-Z. Like, I was like,
I remember a time when you wasn't really into that nigga like that.
Yeah, it was a time I was a fan of it. I watched him grow. Yeah, but it was like the Drake standpoint, like where it was just I knew what I was gonna get from Jay-Z
after
at one point. You feel me? Yeah. Like Nas, I could see like his growth. Like, you feel me? Like even as being like second shoot to Jay-Z. Yeah, you know, it's like the kind of the Drake and Kendrick kind of debate.
That's how I do see. If you're gonna make comparisons, that's how I do see them. I do have a problem when people say Drake is Jay-Z. I'm like, I don't know.
I mean, I don't like.
I don't think that. I don't think he's Hov. I don't think anybody in rap is Jay-Z. Like, I think niggas need to stop with that. Like, let Jay-Z go away before you start saying shit like that. He's still
here.
here.
With the Jordan debate, like, let him.
Yeah, that shit's and we might as well move into sports then, cause bro. First of all, there is only one person, in my opinion, that has even close to a debate for the greatest basketball player ever with Michael Jordan, and that's Kareem. Yeah. If niggas really want to talk basketball track records, if niggas want to look at niggas' stats, Kareem got everything you need to be the greatest player ever.
You can make a case that he is the greatest.
6 rings, 6 MVPs.
Right.
The nigga has won. He went through college and lost like 4 fucking games in like 3 years, won 3 straight championships. Right. Nigga, they took the dunk away.
Because of him.
Because of that nigga in college, bro. Like, that's the only nigga that could make, like, come in the room with Jordan and it's like, hold on, like, you can't skip this nigga like that. Like, I changed rules in college to the point where for a whole year I had to just start skyhooking niggas. Turns out I made the greatest shot in basketball history and is the leading scorer ever. Like, when you look at Kareem, yo, bro, if you did, like, a blind comparison, like, you ever see First Things First, when Nick writing them, like, and they do the blind comparison and they, like, they'll show you 2 niggas' stats and they won't show you the names. Right. And they'll be like, if you looked at the nigga on the right, what would you say? Like, to me, if you did that for Kareem, niggas would be like,
him, automatic.
Is that Mike? Like, who is this nigga right here? Like, that's the only nigga you would think of. Like, who the fuck got this many rings, MVPs? And, bro, he won a ring at 19 and won another one at 37.
That's crazy.
Nigga.
That's the oldest, right?
That's the oldest.
He was the MVP?
He was the MVP. He's the oldest finals MVP ever.
That's fucking nuts. 37.
Like, yo, bro, and niggas is... And we skip him, but as far as if we not gonna say Kareem,
I feel like he just wasn't exciting enough.
Yeah, we're never gonna. No kid wanted to grow up and be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, unfortunately, because this shit is just not pretty. And they said it like when you watched the games back then, he wasn't flat. It's like Tim Duncan,
right?
Like you gotta really appreciate basketball to watch Tim Duncan and like Tim Duncan. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you like a fake basketball fan, Tim Duncan and you was like, oh, that nigga got 20 and 12? When the fuck he did that? But if you watch basketball, you like, yo, this nigga Tim Duncan is busting their ass, bro.
Killing.
He's going crazy on these niggas. But that's the thing, like, to me, when niggas say who's the greatest and niggas even bring somebody in a debate with Jordan from the modern era, I'm like, why are y'all doing this? It's got to be boredom. It's got to just be you're bored. Yeah. LeBron is... listen, man. Me and you argue about LeBron all the time, but I always tell you this, at the end of the day, as a basketball player, I have to respect LeBron James. And I'm not going to... And one thing I will do, even, it's like one of them things where you defend your enemy. I hate when niggas disrespect that nigga to a certain extent. I do dislike that. I do dislike when niggas say KD is better than LeBron. I'm like, all right, now you're being disrespectful. And I don't even like Braun like that. Yeah. But you being disrespectful. Yeah. I do feel like it's disrespectful to say LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. It's mad disrespectful. Yeah. It's crazy.
Especially right now, he's not even done.
He's not done. And on top of that, it's just like you... When you make the comparison, it's like, there's nothing Jordan's missing for this to even be like, oh my God, but LeBron got more of this. All right, so LeBron's going to pass him in scoring. Yeah, at the end of the day, Jordan didn't play as long as niggas. Back then, niggas' careers was 12, 13 years. Larry Bird played 13 years. Magic played like 14. Everybody we see retiring now done played a 20, a dub light. Everybody. It's since Kobe, nigga. Everybody is 20 years, 22 years. Dirk, 22 years in the league. Vince did like 23. Like, niggas is doing mad years in the league. So, of course, your numbers look fucking crazy. Yo, LeBron is on year 18, bro. This nigga's going to be an all-star. He's going to be all-NBA. He's going to do that shit. I think he's going to do it till he retires. I don't know, because I'm at the point now, it's like Tom Brady. You have to accept what the fuck you're watching.
Right.
I do have to accept the fact the nigga is like 38, bro, and he still be out here getting triple doubles and booming it on niggas' heads. Yeah, that's wild. The only nigga...
That's amazing to me.
Bro, Boo Magic, the only nigga I seen do some shit like that in my life, bro. Only nigga I seen 40 years old still throwing it on niggas, bro.
Yeah, out here.
Yeah. This nigga LeBron is in the NBA playing against... Yo, bro, he be playing against niggas that was born around the time he was drafted.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Do you understand that?
Yeah, that's nuts.
What the... Yo, bro, he be playing with niggas that could be in school with his son. And be busting their ass. I'm not gonna disrespect him on that. Yeah. But then I did watch Jordan come into the league at 40 years old and average 20 points.
Which is amazing.
Which is fucking wild. And niggas be like, he was kind of whack on the Wizards. Like, yo, bro.
No, he was giving niggas buckets.
What are you talking about?
Consistently.
He was on one of the worst teams in the league. I tell niggas all the time, yeah, all right, Jordan was whack, but what if Jordan would have called Phil?
Word.
What if Phil would have been like, you know what, come play with the Kobe kids, bro?
Yo, that would have been fucked up.
Niggas don't think about shit like that. He chose the Wizards.
Yeah, he did.
He could have said, I'm a free agent, and teams would have traded everybody to get Michael Jordan, bro. They would have released niggas. They would have did everything to get that nigga. What if Phil Jackson was really on some super team shit like we are now? It was like, Jordan coming back? Shit, I got Kobe, I got Shaq. You know what? Mike, come on back. You know the triangle. Let's do it. Like, the fuck. And they would have been fucking stoppable. It wouldn't have been nothing to say about them niggas, bro.
He has 7 rings right now.
And niggas can't say that nigga was whack, bro. I watched him put a nigga shit on the board for a game at 40 years old. Nigga went to a layup. Nigga doing double hand pound his shit on the backboard. Like, come on, man.
And tapped it off the backboard.
Yeah, like, kid, give me that.
Give me that.
Like, I'm like, come on, bro. Niggas got to stop disrespecting Mike.
That's a fact.
Niggas got to stop doing that, bro. Especially, he the only nigga that's from a couple decades ago. When you watch them highlights, I be like, niggas still can't do that.
Nah.
To this day, bro. Him maybe in like Julius Erving. Julius Erving highlights is fucking retarded.
Yeah, he's crazy.
That nigga.
He was ahead of his time, too.
You not cradle on a nigga in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, and the nigga ducked, too. Like,
you cannot cradle on a nigga's head in the playoffs, bro.
That's a fact. And that was a little older Julius Erving, too.
That's what I'm saying. This nigga, he didn't even have the fro when he did that to him, bro. Fucked him up, bro. With the little short. You know, every black man in the world had that fro back then,
That's
too.
A fact.
That shit.
Little fro with the mustache.
That, you know that little 60s fro that Bernie Mac rocked to the day he died? Like, niggas, that shit looked like it was picked out to perfection, and it never, ever, like...
That's a fact. Yeah. I was out of place. Come to find out, Steve Harvey shit was fake all them years, I heard.
Honestly, there's a lot of things about Steve Harvey that's been fake all these years. That is the unfunniest king of comedy there is.
You think so?
Deadass. Him and D.L. Hughley are running a close race for the unfunniest kings of comedy. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
D.L. Hughley to me is funnier now as I'm older, but when you watch that movie Kings of Comedy, D.L. Hughley had the worst set. Let's be real. And Steve Harvey was right behind him.
Steve Harvey is funny though, bro.
Cedric killed it. Bernie killed it. So then what do you got left? Steve was terrible. Let's be real, bro. I'm tired of hearing about church. I'm tired of it. Everything is your fucking grandma in church. And I'm like, yo, bro.
He plays for the older generation.
I honestly, but you know what's crazy? I like him better on the talk show than I do with stand up.
Yeah. Family Feud, first of all.
He was excellent on Family Feud. He was fucking
amazing
hilarious. He was funnier than he was on the Steve Harvey show. That shit wasn't even that funny, bro. I used to watch it because of Cedric. Yeah. Cedric is hilarious, bro. Yeah. But come on, out of Kings of Comedy, bro. Like, Steve Harvey not funny. He not that funny. Like, yeah, he funny. Cool. What's the joke you remember he said in that movie?
Good question.
We don't remember that joke.
I probably could come up with it. But
we remember half of Bernie Mac's set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Off the rip.
Off the rip. We remember Cedric. A lot of the shit's like D.L. Hughley.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't. And I'm not no comedian. I can't say I do better, but Jesus Christ, bro, that nigga was regular. It's regular shit.
Yeah, regular smuggler.
Oh, man. Was that the last topic? No, I mean, we was talking sports. Yeah. So, yeah, all right, so probably wrap this up with this last topic. What you got projections for the awards in the NBA?
For the awards, okay.
So you talking who's going to win the championship, MVP, most improved, shit like that. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. Some of this shit, it's hard to call, but it's early. Yeah. I do want to have this recorded from when the shit ends and see if we got any of this shit right.
Right, you're right. So we can come back to this, definitely. I agree. So, off the rip, you know who I'm going with, man.
The Lakers? I got
the Lakers. I feel like they're going to mesh together. AD and LeBron by themselves was a problem. So now you add in Westbrook to that. LeBron don't got to have the ball in his hand. That's another thing that was a problem last year. He had the ball in his hand way too much, and nobody else could finish besides Rondo, and that was 2 years ago.
Right.
Feel me? So now you got another explosive dude that don't even have to average in his 20s. He can average a cool 19. You feel me?
You know my feelings on this Russ signing.
And they're gonna be good. Like, I feel like they're older team, yes. But
I don't think that's a problem.
No teams has ever won where it was all young.
Oh no, championship teams be having mad. They're old. Vets. They have vets on teams
all the time. Teams. Even if you look back at last year with the Bucks, you have Brook Lopez, you have a veteran Middleton, you have a veteran PJ Tucker.
The Bucks was mostly veterans. It wasn't really no young niggas on that team. But I would say this, like the Lakers, to me, I question the roster top to bottom. When it comes to these vets, I question the reliability of a lot of these vets. A lot of these niggas be hurt. I think Melo's going to have one of his best seasons. I think Melo's going to be real efficient. I want to see him playing with LeBron. I think that's dope.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really like Russ for this team because I feel like I have never seen LeBron play with a nigga that makes worse decisions. And I think at some point in this season, it's going to blow LeBron shit. It's going to get him really fucking pissed that Russ is doing some wild shit with the ball. Everybody can say, yeah, he going to play over. It's LeBron. He not going to. All right. That's cool. Russell Westbrook is still Russell Westbrook. And I promise you, he don't give a fuck who LeBron is in his mind.
He do, bro.
He don't care, bro. That nigga don't care. He don't care about nobody. That nigga plays like he don't give a fuck what nobody talking about, bro. He don't. And that's how he's Mr. Triple-Double. That's what, because I'm out here doing what the fuck I need to do, regardless of how niggas feel about it. Like, but I don't see this offense. Like, what are we doing? Is Russ the point guard? And if that's the case, they saying they're going to move LeBron to the 4, which I told you he should have did that when he went to the Lakers. I was like, you might as well just post up and kill niggas in the post.
That's a fact.
There's no point in trying to ISO niggas at the top of the key.
Fours is at the top nowadays. You know what
I mean? Obviously, he going to get a little beat up more, but you look at the power forwards today. Who's really this huge? All these power forwards are 6'8". You know what I'm saying? They all bronze size anyway. Yeah. And when you break down the roster, first of all, a lot of things for the Lakers to win, AD has to be AD.
He need to get it together.
He need to,
he need to get
his shit together because
stop
everybody can
like you can't do what you do at the 5 position, nigga. It's just a number.
He's blown. He's always got on my nerves.
Position, like, bro, like nobody's bigger than you. That's
or what 5 is gonna fucking muscle you to death? Yeah, like come on,
nigga, be the 5 and that's it.
Like you wouldn't bust Jokic's ass at the 5-ball game. Like Joel Embiid would have problems with you. Right. Like like come on, you're bugging. And not even that. It's just he wasn't playing that well before his injury last year. Like he was on some bullshit anyway. And that nigga, like, to me, going to the Lakers made me look at AD like, yo, he might not be that nigga I thought he was when he got there. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro. I remember when I told you when they had AD and LeBron, I'm like, yo, it's over. They're going to win, bro. They have Anthony Davis and LeBron on the same fucking team.
Right.
Like, you're not. And they won. Because I was like, yo, bro, I don't really care who they was playing. That's Anthony Davis. You see that nigga's stat sheet sometimes, bro?
Wow.
33s and 14s
6
with
blocks.
8 blocks and like nigga shot like 14 or 17 from the field, like and hit all his free throws. This nigga's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like, but I don't. One thing I do say, I already made this bet with somebody. I don't think the Lakers or the Nets are going to the finals. I think we need to start paying attention to how niggas be getting hurt every year.
Of course.
And I do look at the Lakers roster like there's no way this full team makes it to the finals healthy.
This is the longest
Somebody's
they've
going
ever
down.
had off, though.
This is the
About
longest. That
Think
could
about
be a
that.
bad thing.
That, too.
It could be a bad thing. We don't know if that's a good thing yet.
Right.
That all that rest is going to be good for niggas that are aging anyway. Them niggas, it's up to them to stay active. I'm sure LeBron is going to be on time and with them. Like, listen, we got to be working out all the time. We not
Right.
They have to pace themselves at a different level than other teams in the NBA because of their age. Now, having LeBron, you have an advantage in that because that nigga sees that type of shit and he's taking care of himself better than pretty much anyone in sports.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, he can rectify a lot of the things that niggas don't really understand. But like, I don't know about the team mesh, and I think if one piece of that Lakers 3 goes down,
Yeah, it's over.
yeah, like if they lose Russ, now this team is just it's LeBron and AD, and we can't trust AD to stay healthy. That's been proven.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, same thing with the Nets to me. Like, I just feel like Kyrie's gonna do something.
Harden,
Something's gonna go on with Kyrie. Harden is starting to get banged up now. KD played a great motherfucking season. I like that shit is legendary. I don't know what he did that season, but at the end of the day, up to this point, you are technically a bit injury prone, and you did miss a lot of time last year in the season. I think who could win the finals? The Bucks could easily. The Bucks could go back. I think niggas sleep on the Bucks could go back. But my brave take, I think this is the year Luka goes to the finals and wins. I think so. I think he could do it. Here's the thing about the West. Besides the Lakers, are you telling me Luka can't beat any of them teams? I don't believe that. I think we talking about another year of Luka.
Right.
He's gonna come back better. And if he comes back better than he already is, you have to debate whether Luka is.
Is his team gonna be better though? That's the question.
They've made some moves.
But
what I see in him, what's about to start for him is I see a young LeBron.
Yeah.
And I do see that at the end of the day, there's going to be a point where Luka's taking his team to the finals regardless of who's on his team. He has that ability to pass. He has that ability to make niggas better. So it's up to Luka to come back on some shit like I'm not the star of the show. I got to make these niggas around me better. If he can do that, I feel like a couple injuries in the West, and I can see a Western Conference Finals where if the Lakers go down, you got maybe the Warriors and the Mavericks. Because I think niggas is sleeping on Golden State, too. Golden State is back. Them niggas got that Kuminga nigga. I seen him do one move in the summer league and was like, they got this nigga? Yeah, I was like, they got this nigga now?
Yeah, they draft
What
picks.
the fuck is going on over
Always
there?
draft great.
Wiseman and shit?
Yeah, they always draft
Bro.
great.
And then, here's the thing about the finals. We still waiting on a couple niggas to get traded. Ben Simmons is out of there.
Oh, yeah. No. Actually, I just heard there's a chance he might be staying.
Nah, he's gone.
Doc Rivers was just saying that, yup.
He's gone, bro. He's gone.
Doc Rivers just
And then, okay, if he stays, the Sixers are not going to win a championship.
Definitely not.
That's why, if I'm Philly, trade him. Trade him. The Nets are here. You might as well.
Go, though, and who do you get back? That's the
Man,
question.
I call Portland, and I make the deal.
Damian Lillard?
You go get Dame. Dame and Joel Embiid in the East is crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's crazy.
They definitely
In the fourth quarter, you want no parts of that.
Yeah, from either one of them.
You don't want no parts of that. I think you could do that. I think you should have took Golden State's offer. I mean, Golden State should have took their offer though. But I think if they didn't ask for Wiseman, I would have.
They'd have
took Ben Simmons. I think if they'd have got Ben Simmons, I was told they're gonna win. They get Ben Simmons, it's fucking over. That can still happen.
That's a better Draymond Green.
Yo, Wiseman has a season, and Golden State decides, yeah, we'll move on the nigga, and they call Philly like, yo, come.
Why does Philly even want him?
Who, Wiseman?
Yeah.
They don't. I guess they do. First of all, you just got Drummond.
And you got fucking Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Wiseman is a person you could build around.
I guess you want to have like a big lineup where you could put Wiseman at the 4 because Wiseman could shoot a little bit.
That's a big sloppy.
Or you want to
stupid
put
team,
Joel Embiid
honestly.
at the 4, which he can't guard no 4s. That's not going to work.
You probably use Wiseman to get a piece or something. I don't know, but I don't see why you do that.
I don't get it either.
It's like when they had they had Okafor and fucking Embiid. They drafted them like one after another.
Back the edge. I don't know what it is. Big men that's the hard thing about drafting big men though. Like you never know. Cause I remember I thought Greg Oden was the return of Dikembe Mutombo for real.
And I thought he's gonna be like some Shaq shit.
Word, bro. That nigga is, and then here's another finals pick that I think niggas is sleeping on. What if the Suns go back?
That's true.
What if Devin Booker comes back a year better? DeAndre Ayton plays like a fucking big man next year.
CP3 going back?
Yeah, I think CP3 is gonna be a Sun, and I think a lot of niggas is like CP3. That was his last chance to get to the finals. I'm like, we don't know that. We didn't think he was gonna get to the finals that year.
That's true.
But yeah, all right. So then MVP, who you got winning it?
MVP.
I'm gonna tell you my bold take right now. I got Jason Tatum taking home the MVP.
Of course you do.
He's gonna take the Celtics to the second seed.
Honestly,
He's gonna average 30.
I got
7-7.
I got Luka. I feel like he's up for one.
This is his year. I could give you that.
Yeah,
it might be Luka's year.
Give it to Luka.
I would have gave it to him last year, but I feel like I think that's what I'm saying. I feel like next year is the Luka Doncic year. I feel like this nigga is about to come back on a different level.
He could.
Because I know he tired of losing to the fucking Clippers, and there's no Kawhi. This is the big thing. Kawhi is hurt.
Too.
Kawhi might not even come back. So you telling me Luka gets to play anybody else at the level that he played the Clippers? Because remember, niggas could talk about he never got out the second round or whatever. Yo, he plays the team with the two best wing defenders in the league every time he gets to the playoffs.
That's a fact. That is true.
So what if he didn't have to play them niggas?
You're right.
And then he gets in the first round and plays Portland. He's smoking Damon, though.
Yeah, definitely smoking them. Damon, I don't know, man.
He got to go.
Get out of there.
He got to go. His loyalty to Portland is beginning to look a little weird to me.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, they not winning shit.
They're not even trying to help you out.
Yeah,
bro.
like they not even like, yo, Dame.
Portland is not a desirable place to go though. Like
It's either you trade your man CJ.
Yeah, you got to.
If either you trade me, I'd have told him either trade me or you trade CJ, but a move need to be made, nigga.
That's a fact.
You feel me? And you could love CJ McCollum to death like a brother, and I understand loyalty and all of that. But you could still be his mans if he on another team.
I would try to get Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal and Dame
McCollum
is fucking crazy, and that could be the difference because Bradley Beal is without a doubt better than CJ McCollum.
Most definitely.
But do the Wizards want to give up that for that? And the Wizards got that nigga Bradley Beal for a couple more years. They might be like, no, I'm good. Remember, they just went and got Kuzma and shit. Right. The Wizards got a lot of pieces going on. They got to see what the fuck going on. I feel like they gonna trade a lot of niggas though.
Nah, they gonna keep that. That's a good call.
Honestly, crazy theory. Bring Kuzma to my Celtics, man. Why not? Off the bench.
Him and Tatum, right?
No, off the bench. He has to come off the bench.
He want to start.
He don't need to start.
That's why.
Especially not on not on the Celtics.
I don't even feel like he could start over Hachimura. Where's Hachimura
he's
going?
Definitely not starting over that nigga.
So
that's not happening. So he's coming off the bench in Washington.
He has to,
or he's gonna play the 3.
He should because
he's a 3, 6'8". I don't know why we acting like Kyle Kuzma's a power forward. He's just a 3 that can't dribble. That's what they call power forwards now.
He's not. He can play a little D though. But
I think when he wants to, he's a good defender. When he want to be, but he don't be wanting to be that often.
I agree.
But yeah, I think Tatum.
So you said Tatum. I got
Tatum or Luka. Yeah, but Tatum or Luka, one of those two. But Tatum is like my pick that I can see it happening because the East is not what it used. The East is not that crazy. I think the real juggernaut in the East is the Nets. I think the Celtics this year could be just as good as the Sixers. We could be just as good as all these other teams in the East. The Bulls, I think, are going to be a disappointment. I think the Bulls are barely going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, the Bulls.
I thought I liked that roster when I first seen it, but now I'm looking at it like, okay, Lonzo is nice. That backcourt is crazy. Lonzo and Zach LaVine is fire.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan, okay, that's guaranteed like 20 points a game either way. And then Vucevic. But how do y'all play? Do y'all run?
You have to play some old school shit.
Right. And is that the best way to utilize Lonzo Ball?
Half-court basketball you can, though, because he
can shoot now.
The court, no matter where he is, he can shoot now.
But he's excellent in transition. You want Lonzo running.
Do a pick and roll with Vucevic. Crazy.
That is crazy.
Him, Levine, and DeRozan on the fast break is nuts. So you gotta
That's what I'm saying. But can you run with big-ass Vucevic?
Nah, he going to have to relax. Catch up, nigga.
You gonna have to relax. Like, you feel me? Yeah, that's why I want to see how they play. I don't even know who is they coach.
Yeah, that's a good question.
You know what I'm saying? Like all this talent, but is this the right coach?
That comes into account.
You know, like I mean, Toronto's gonna suck. They lost Kyle Lowry. That's the one team that scares me a little bit.
Hold on, Miami, yeah.
Heat is scary.
He,
no, I don't like them niggas, man.
They let Darko go, right?
Yeah,
Dragic.
Yeah, he on somebody. He on a good team now, though. From what I know, like somebody decent got him. But yeah, I don't like that Heat. Like that Kyle Lowry Jimmy Butler combination.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, that's tough.
They're gonna be playing D. You know they're gonna be
and them niggas
a lot
is
of charges.
They getting charges.
Yeah.
They talking shit.
Yep.
They doing little dirty shit when the ref not looking.
Yep.
Like, oh man.
Yeah.
I'ma love to. I hate the Heat because if they didn't beat us, I
And
would
they got
love that
Oladipo
team.
still too. Oladipo got a chip on his shoulder.
They gonna trade that
Nah, he took that minimum. He gonna stay there.
to get traded.
Boy, or he might.
I'm telling you, give it 3 weeks. Oladipo signs with the Brooklyn Nets.
What happened to T.J. Warren though?
He's ass. Nah, he not ass. That nigga it was in a bubble looking like Michael fucking Jordan. I don't know what happened to that nigga.
I don't know what happened.
But man,
Reality hit.
yeah, Jimmy Butler hit apparently.
Yeah.
After that game, it was kind of clip for all that bullshit.
They met in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what did it.
No, they didn't that year. I think Boston, we got rid of Indiana quick. We always just spanked them niggas. Yeah, we wilding on niggas in the playoffs. But I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a breakout season coming from either Tatum or Luka. And I think, first of all, I think Tatum averaged 26 last year. I think he's gonna hit damn near 30 this year. Because that nigga, near the end of the season, he started just peaking wild. He looked like he coming back bigger.
How about Donovan?
Donovan Mitchell is gonna do what Donovan Mitchell do in Utah, but Utah is gonna get bumped like they always do. Because at the end of the day, once we pick and roll Rudy Gobert, what are you gonna do? Donovan Mitchell is too small to do anything about that as well. So I mean, as much as I like Donovan Mitchell, where is he really going in Utah? Where's the ceiling in Utah? The ceiling is where he's taking them every year.
Yeah.
That's he's starting to look like it's going to be a Dame storyline. Are you going to leave Utah before it gets to the point where 6-7 years in, we looking at you like, yo, my man's, how many rings you got? Yeah, what's up with you? Like, and that's we don't want that for Donovan. I think Donovan Mitchell has he reminds me of Dwayne Wade OD. Like that
jump shot,
bro. Like they play almost exactly alike to me. Like, but I do feel like he might need a LeBron. He might need a Chris Bosh, and he don't have that in Utah. Yeah. He got Rudy Gobert, and niggas like Joe Ingles and Mike Conley. Really,
Tatum would be crazy.
Oh man, ooh, like that's another thing about the Celtics this year is like we really was preparing cap space for next year. Zach LaVine's a free agent. If that shit go bad in Chicago, Zach LaVine and Tatum cool as fuck. I was like, yo, we get Zach LaVine, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. We're going to the finals.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Bradley Beal is like Jason Tatum's like godfather type shit. He used to babysit that nigga. Yeah, like he used to really babysit him. They went to the same high school.
So you talking about getting Bradley Beal?
We could get Bradley Beal. It could. There's a lot of things I think the Celtics could do. It's just will they? But Brad Stevens, it's no more Danny Ainge now, so we might. That nigga, Brad Stevens got that job and immediately traded Kemba. I was like, oh, okay, that's how you feeling.
Oh, he came back, right? Because then Brad Stevens stepped down.
He stepped down. No, he stepped down as coach.
Now?
He's the head of our basketball operations. Like took Danny Ainge's job.
That's fire.
Yeah, and gave Ime Udoka the coaching job, which I'm happy about. It's black coach and all that. That's what's up. Yeah. His 2K rating last year as a coach was a D-. I don't like that much. The new 2K came out and they put it on B, so I was like, so now he's a good coach, huh?
Right.
Okay.
He got the job.
But he was an assistant for the Spurs. That makes me happy because I'm like, all right, you know what real shit look like. Facts. And I did see them working out in USA. He was working with Tatum on Tatum, like bully balling. Like he was like, no. Right. So he was doing soft moves. He's like, no, that's not bully ball. That's the type of shit he need to hear because Tatum, problem to me, my favorite player, but he's a light-skinned nigga sometimes going to the basket, bro.
Too many side steps and too many Euro
steps when you're 6'8" with like a 7-foot wingspan. On these niggas. Moving on niggas' necks. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, but he's a smooth nigga as a player. He really does want to be finesse. That's the way he want to play. But at the end of the day, what I see him doing now when he was getting 50s is now when he sees smaller niggas, bully them niggas. Bully them niggas. And you big as hell. Niggas is 9 times out of 10 smaller than you. Yes. There's not many defenses that's gonna have a nigga your size on you.
He's fast.
So. And he's elusive. I remember last year, the first game of the season, I'm like, damn, this nigga gonna have Giannis on him the whole game. I watched him give Giannis buckets.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, damn, this nigga don't give a fuck who in front of him. I was like the shit he did to KD in the playoffs when he gamed the nigga and all of that. I was like, yo, this
That
nigga
was
don't
crazy.
care, bro. Like, and that's why I feel like this year, if he can step up to average 30, and Jaylen Brown is the Jaylen Brown he was last year, and get that 25, I feel like Tatum's gonna get a lot of shots, so it might be 24.
Yeah.
But nigga, they do that. Woo, I think the Celtics they gonna be all right. But would I say they gonna go to the finals automatically?
Who your point guard now? Y'all traded Kimber for who?
No, we got Dennis Schroeder, and I think they
yeah,
talking about
Dennis
putting
Schroeder.
Marcus Smart at the one.
Y'all gonna start Dennis Schroeder?
I don't think we should. I think we should bring him off the bench. We don't have a bench. I mean, we got Payson Pritchard off the bench, but is Payson Pritchard a reliable bench scorer? We don't know that yet. We know exactly. You don't even know who that is. Dennis Schroeder had his best years as a 6-man.
That's true.
You feel me? I watched that. So to me, I move Smart at the one because even if we don't got a point guard that can go get 8-9 assists, we got one that can guard any point guard. I'll just put Marcus Smart on any point guard in the league and be perfectly fine with that.
That's true.
I can't say the same about Dennis Schroeder. Steph Curry's gonna kill Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, easily.
Marcus Smart is at least gonna make Steph fight over screens. He's gonna make him work. I'd rather have Marcus Smart doing that, but he has to accept the role of being a point guard. He's got to be, all right, now I'm distributing this year. I'm not trying to get 20 the way Tatum and Brown is. I do, because he can have games where he's a good passer, and when he's playing smart, exactly. He was a point guard in college, so it's not like he don't know how to play the position. But I do feel like our team is defensively built.
Right.
We got Josh Richardson from the Mavericks.
Yeah.
That nigga's a defender. We got Horford back. We got Cantor back. We got the Robert Williams dude now, who I think should start. I don't know. They talking about starting Horford. No, bring Horford off the bench. If we got Al Horford on our bench, nigga, that is OD. There is no bench center that can fuck with him at all. He's gonna kill Drummond. He's gonna kill all the niggas off the bench. But defensively, if you go out starting 5 with Smart, you got Smart, Brown, Richardson, Tatum, Williams. That's a good defensive lineup. Everybody, you can switch everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's gonna matter. We're gonna be playing teams like the Nets. Defense is gonna have to win us games. We got 2 scorers. We need to play D, bro. And that's what it is.
It comes down to that, yeah.
It comes down to that. And that's
I was up in that series, I remember.
Miami. Oh, it fucking pissed me off, bro. We pissed all them. Yo, every game we lost in Miami, we was up at the half.
Yeah.
Up at the half, and we choked all them games out. And I don't know whether it was Brad Stevens. I don't know, because to me it was like the Celtics have that reputation. That's the one thing I hate about my team is that we really will get leads and start like we get cute. Niggas really think they cute. I be watching it like I'm like, oh, Marcus Smart wants to do turnaround threes now. I'm like, come on, man, we are up 10. Relax, nigga. Relax, bro. They be fucking blowing minds, man. Yeah. Word. I think the Lakers could do it though. I'm like, man, I am like I said, I'm at that Brady point with LeBron. Like, you never know, bro, with that nigga. Because 3-1 was not something I seen happen. That was some cold bullshit. I was so mad that year, bro. I was like, this nigga came back. I got videos of me laughing when they was up. They was down 3-1. I was like, y'all niggas about to get smoked out. These niggas won every single game after that. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Crazy, bro. I was there like
amazed. I think I might have cried. I might have.
I definitely cried. For my nigga Braun.
Yeah. The only championship I cried, I think, when Kobe and them beat the Celtics. Oh, that felt so good. Because they smoked us. Mm-hmm. Yo, we played them before that. Yo, I never.
Game 7, Kobe, he was having a rough day.
I mean, hey.
Ron Artest stepping up.
Ron Artest had hit a big shot. Because niggas do want to talk about Kobe's rough shooting night, but I'm like, I don't think niggas look at the stat sheet, though. Kobe had like 15 rebounds that game.
Oh, yeah.
He was doing other shit. Like, he had a bad shooting night, but I remember every other game, boy, he was hot sizzle, bacon, Ray Allen, bullhead ass, boy. Yeah. Doing that nigga. Man, doing them niggas filthy.
Tony Allen.
Yo, all of them niggas. And they had a good-ass team, bro. Like, I be looking at a team like, that team was crazy, bro. Top to bottom. Team. Like, they talk about the big 3, but I'm like, I don't think y'all niggas realize they bench was different. Word. Leon Poe and shit. I forgot about that nigga Leon Poe, bro.
Yeah, bro.
He was like one of the first 6'8" big men. This nigga was mad little. Yeah. And was booming it on niggas. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? Little strong-ass nigga, bro. Like, he blew minds, bro. That first time we played the Celtics, bro, I'm not going to hold you. The nigga Pau Gasol really was just getting hot baked by Kevin Garnett. I was like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Kevin Garnett was wilding, bro.
I ain't seen nothing bad like that from a big man. Like when Dirk killed Bosh in the finals.
That shit was nuts.
Christ, bro. Oh, my God.
That shit was fucked up.
Shit was bad. I was like, yo, I was telling niggas, bro, Dirk is one of them underrated basketball players, bro. I don't think niggas realize there's not a lot of Dirk Nowinski's.
It would never be.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that nigga is crazy. Like, I was watching his highlights, like, yo, your man is shoot like 80% in the game, only shooting jump shots. This nigga's 7 feet and ain't take a layup all game.
Fade
like,
away shit.
That nigga catching that shit mid range, just pulling on niggas, boop. Like, and he just walking back. I'm like, yo, this nigga is
not that fast, not that.
But see, like, when niggas look at young Dirk when he was still booming it on niggas, I don't think niggas understand. Yo, bro, that was like KD back then. Like, he was really wild, bro.
I mean,
he ain't had a yo like that, but he ain't need it. He was just one move right by you. Excuse me. Oh, I can't get by you. Okay, step back. First 7-foot nigga I seen doing step backs for real. Like, really stepping back on niggas at the 3-point line. Like, boom. Like, what the fuck? He was doing shit that Bosh, I was like, I didn't even know Dirk was like this. I'm watching shit like, yo.
He stepped it up that
like,
series.
Totally different, my nigga. Like,
crazy.
That shit is crazy. But I do think this gonna be one of the wildest NBA seasons. It's gonna be. I think
it's too many good teams.
Call champions. We don't know. There's too many good teams out here. Like
injuries, you never know.
That's the one fucked up thing, man. Is niggas really do be getting hurt, and they be fucking up a season. Like Kawhi being down this season is whack. I was like, damn, how
He's gonna be out the whole year?
Yeah, the whole season at least. They said he could possibly come back in the playoffs if they make the fucking playoffs without that nigga. Like, I don't know if Paul George is enough.
Nah, not in the West.
But then you know what the thing is about this, Paul George, you back in Indiana kind of with a better team, and you are a better player. Like, this could be like Paul George. What if Paul George won MVP?
He could. He was in third.
Feel me? What if the Clippers is dumb nice behind Paul George? Like, and we never see that coming. Like, but the nigga come in and he like, yo, I'm average like 28, 8, some shit like that.
Maybe have like 30, honestly.
Yeah, but he couldn't. There's no other scorer on that bum ass team, bro.
You're right.
You know. But yeah,
I think it's around that time. Yeah.
Yeah, hour and a half. I think it's ready time. But
it's perfect.
You know. Thanks for coming. I guess. I mean, if you came, you probably watched it on YouTube or you listened. But you know, shout out once again. Shout out to SFE.
Yeah.
Shout out to my co-host. And that was the first episode of the Saturday Night Show.
Let's get it.
See you next week.
See y'all next week.
Homie is 9 with the rhymes. When niggas frontin', so I'm 9 with the 9. The pen biggie, but the spirit is shine. Like word, bitch, the city is mine. Niggas funny, I be seeing the signs. We how I be rolling the line. Running it up before I run out of time. The magazine make them package your 5 shots. Sent, they attacking your spine. Headshots, niggas blowing your mind. Henny sipping and it's slow in the room. Feel like Neo just resorted to crime. Saturday night, I be making it live.